Sorry about that, guys. Last video glitched out a bit. Anyway, so here we are, and I basically have no idea what we're doing. And we've got these photos, which seem like they should be useful somehow. We've got this light gadget, which can also be used as a projector if you hook it up to a computer, which should be useful somehow. We have donuts, which we obviously have to give to John, but the game won't let us because we don't have a reason to. We have a lighter, which, we can't get back, apparently. We have lockpicks, which we still have in our inventory, and I think the way the game works is more realistic. Like, I don't know, sort of the same way that the Silver Lining worked, where it keeps things in your inventory. Unless they have a reason to be used up by using them, it generally keeps them in your inventory. So just because it's here doesn't mean we have to use it again. I mean, we might, but, you know, I haven't seen any locked doors. It's these photos that get me. Erica, you have anything to say?
Our John Doe. The tattoo I found on the body of the victim. The killer must have added it, but I have no idea why.
I love it when they talk out loud. Love it. And the antique, we're still missing our actual hangman. Maybe like pendre just means to hang. So it'd be the hanged, which would be a hanged man, because the way French works, when you put an article before an adjective, then it's like a thing that is that adjective. So le bleu would be the blue one. So le pendu, if pendu means hanged, it would be the hanged man. Which I think is the title of this episode, actually. I bet that's it. Don't know why I didn't come up with that yesterday. Anyway. Le pendu. I still can't get over that. Gun. Always useful. But I don't know. I really feel like we ought to be able to do some sort of search on these photos, but there's nothing. Well, that's... I don't know, we haven't been to the, cemetery in a while. Maybe we should show it to Cordelia, then she'll be like, oh, that's my father, and we'll be like, oh, well, shit. Erica's never been too concerned about what she needs to do in order to solve her cases, so this seems in character. Unlike all the... Okay, so I wanted to go to the cemetery. Let's do this. Okay, Cordelia is still here, but we don't have an inventory item used.
I better leave her be.
Okay. JK. Okay. So, we've got two messages. Or we've got a message and we've got a... And I don't know why it happened again, because it's just we can look at his head, we can look at his head, we can look at his, or we look at his face, his eyes, his mouth. And we can do that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And so we can look at him, and we can look at his mouth.
His mouth is very dry from the hanging.
I still don't know how you can tell a hologram is dry, but we knew that.
If I could only see what you saw. Wait. The message. What is he looking at?
Oh! What are you looking at? You're looking like her... shelf?
The stuff on this shelf has been...
No. I mean, you're looking like here. Like, there's nothing... If I could only see what you saw. Which is, I think, actually what Erica said when we looked at his eyes. So where are his eyes pointing?
I never thought I was going to be...
Okay, I don't care. I guess because his eyes are...
If I could only see what you saw.
I guess, is he sort of looking like up? Like, I guess kind of like up here-ish?
The pipes go to other...
Do you need to follow the pipes then? Sorry. I think that was just the same shelf message.
They left the new...
I mean, that's gotta create a new hotspot, right? Like, you know, we've seen the barrel, we've seen the shelf, we've seen the cleaning supplies, we've seen the shelf. And we were directed toward the shelf earlier, weren't we? Because that's how I found the Le Fondu piece. God damn it, now it's got me doing it. I mean, like, we found it because, I guess, for some reason we were... I forget why. Can we cognition? No, it's still not giving us anything. What does that mean?
I can't really
No.
If I could only...
What are you looking at? You're looking kind of like over her. Maybe up? Could it be the pipes? That seems weird. Because I can't leave here. If I exit, it goes back to the world map. Barrel?
I'm not sure what...
Nope. Cleaning supplies?
Some cleaning tools.
Nope. See, I don't know why those are here, because if they're not important to the case, why are they a hotspot? Isn't there a button? Yeah. Okay, so cleaning supplies shelf, there's a niche. What's with the niche? Niche? Niche.
Is there something in that wall?
Apparently there's a niche. Poke. Yeah, you can see a seam there.
What's this?
That's what I was pointing at. Okay. Niche. Look.
There's a photo inside.
Oh dear.
What do we have here? A photo? Who's leaving these? And who are you?
And how did you get the eyes to point directly at a place on the wall of a corpse you're
I'm going
hanging?
to email a digital picture of this to my computer so I can look at it later.
Okay. You could just like take a picture with your phone or... I don't know. Okay. You,
I wonder who she is.
You're a pretty blonde lady. You look happy. Though, also possibly like leaning slightly this way. Because you don't look perpendicular to the ground. Maybe you are. Poke. Ah! Not all hangings are suicide victims. Search closer. I'm having a flash of intuition, and I'm not sure if it's because it's something that comes up later, or it's something that I'm thinking, because again, I have played episode 1 before, but I don't remember it very well. I don't know, that would imply to me that this person's, I don't know, that the woman died by hanging, and the like husband or significant other or whatever thought it was a murder, and everyone was like, well, she hanged herself, it's a suicide, and closed the case, and then he felt the need to kill someone else to, or I guess because we think it's a frail person, so like she felt the need to kill someone else to get them to realize this, and then hopefully reopen the last case or something. I'm throwing that out there. I really hope that that's not like something the game reveals later, because that'll make me feel really crappy.
Not all hangings are suicide victims. What could this mean?
I just gave you a very good reasoning. Beep. That turning over thing is really trippy because it cuts through the camera. Okay. Yeah, there's no real hotspots on this, just the picture. Okay. Well, we have a picture.
I wonder who she is.
Now can we search that on the computer? That's all I want to know. That's really... Why did I click that? That's really all I want to do. I just want to use the computer to search something. Old meeting house. Longmore's apartment. There's one over here that I can't read because I'm always looking to where I'm supposed to be going. Maybe they're like Erica having her own little cognitive moments. And she sees where she needs to go, but she can't keep it for long enough to figure out actually where she's going. Okay. I'm gonna use this computer for something, gosh darn it. I love the music in here though. Guitar is rocking. In a melancholy way.
I got the woman's photo here. Now let's see what I can find.
Yes. Okay. How do I do that? I can't people search because I don't have
anyone to...
Right.
All right.
Okay.
I should look for any details that can tell me who this woman is.
Perfect. Okay. The bracelet.
What is that on her bracelet?
It says Sarah.
Her name? Sarah. All
Or
right.
the name of her lover.
I should be able to use that if I want to cross-reference it with something.
It's got like a CSI New York, Baba O'Reilly feel to this music here. Okay. Is that literally it? Can I just search Sarah?
I don't have anyone.
Okay.
I already have.
Oh, that was it. The only thing I needed was that her name was Sarah. What good does that do me? Huh. Oh, and wait. Can we, a hanging. So it's a suicide and by witchcraft. No, I cross-reference Sarah. Is hanging is in here.
This is her.
Yes.
The woman from that picture. Let's see.
Sully was on it.
I remember a little about this case. Davies and Sully handled it. And she was buried at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Same as Scott.
Found in the master bedroom, suspended by the neck. Point of hanging was an overhead light fixture. Nearby shower stools on side below the victim. Position constant with being stood on and kicked aside. Robert brought forth that the victim was diagnosed with cyclothymic disorder. Approximately 1 year passed and been described Klonopin. Medication bottles found in the house were all discovered empty. No children or parents, survived only by her husband. He was out of the country on business at the time of the suicide. Remained strongly convinced of her innocence. Okay. Robert Goodman has been insistent enough of his convictions of Sarah's innocence in the case that it has been temporarily reopened. A further interrogation was made with Robert, but beyond getting a recorded testimony, there was little to follow up on, and nothing came to light that offered any leads. Case will continue to close suicide. That sounds like I need to get that recording, which would involve printing an evidence form request.
One evidence form?
Yes.
Coming up.
So the date of the incident is empty. So originally it was investigated by some dude we don't know, who's probably Kickstarter. And then when it was followed up on, that was Sully and Davies. What's Klonopin? That sounds really familiar as a drug. I don't know what cyclothymic disorder is. Okay, so she does have a husband. But again, I don't know. Whatever, I get the evidence form. Or evidence form request. Evidence request form. He could be frail. Is it on the printer then? Click the print button. Should be on the printer. Is there gonna have to be like a printer fixing minigame because printers never work?
Let's see
Oh.
what this
Nope,
gets me.
just prints. That's cool. I want to work in an office where clicking the print button prints something. Okay, so I've got an evidence form. Can I just use it on Gwen, or do I have to talk to her? I can just use it. That's lovely.
I have a request for you.
Yeah?
I'm looking for some evidence on a case from a couple of years back.
Well, aren't you in luck? We just moved archives from the past 3 years back here. Anything further back, it'll be a nightmare.
Hopefully it'll be around.
Do you have your evidence form?
Here you go.
All right, just 1 minute.
So all of the evidence from the past
There are
3
more
years
tapes,
is just
but
sitting
this was
here?
all I could find.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, how do I listen to a tape? That's a legitimate question. Also, if this was within the last 3 years, why is it on tape? That doesn't even... That's stupid.
But I need something to play this tape.
That audio got a little weird.
But I need something to play this tape.
Sounds sort of like it was pieced together. Okay. Well, what's-her-face has got a thingamajig. Gallagher has got a tape recorder. So I'm sure if we just politely ask, she'll let us. That's generally how that works, right? Gallagher's been so kind and cooperative so far. Erica, are you okay? Kind of limping. So M means morgue, L means lobby, and so there's a morgue floor, a lobby floor, and a 2 floor. I like how there's a morgue floor. Like, will only ever be a morgue. Not like basement 1, just morgue.
Agent Reed, what are you doing? Stop messing with my equipment.
But I want it.
I was wondering if I could borrow your tape recorder.
Please,
No, you can't.
please.
It'll only be a minute.
I just need to listen to something.
I
can
said
use
no.
it like right here and give it back to you. Okay.
Gallagher prefers her... Hello, Dr. Gallagher.
Agent Reed,
But I needs it. Okay.
I'll be seeing you.
good luck.
So... Can I, like, call her? And then when she goes away to get the phone, I'll just take it. Contacts. Morgue.
That's Dr. Gallagher's office.
Thanks for saying that out loud. I was trying to be sneaky.
My buddy, Terrence, from
I-
Forensics.
I know.
My work number.
I know what all of these things are. I want you to call this one.
That's Dr. Gallagher's office.
I can't. I thought that was a really good idea, okay? What am I supposed to do? Maybe I can ask Terrence. He's helpful. He's my bro. Terrence, help.
Buddy?
Yo,
Yes, help with Gallagher.
I could use your help with Gallagher.
what do you want me to do?
You said your new hobby is to get on Gallagher's nerves. Can I see you in action?
That would make my day.
Wait 2 minutes and then meet me at the morgue.
Oh, lovely. Why can't we hear him?
Colby, what a surprise.
I was just thinking about you. My pet cockroach just died, and I wanted you to run an autopsy.
Oh, my lord. Please.
It's very important. I'm very sentimental.
Colby, you should go back to your hole upstairs before I make you part of my job.
I'm sure I could lighten things up around here.
I'm past counting to 10.
That's awesome.
It would be awesome if you let me go back to my work.
I'll run away, but I want to hear what they're doing.
Get out of your hair.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't know why the audio
Unbelievable.
got like super quiet, but that's that, I guess. I guess because Erica wasn't focusing on them, so let's combine our cassette with our
All right,
tape player,
plugged in.
and then let's use it.
October 12th, 2008, recordings of case 342980, Sarah Goodman's death. Mr.
Yeah,
Goodman,
2008,
can you recall
we're
the
using
events of the last
cassettes.
time you saw your wife?
It was last Wednesday. I had to leave again for a business trip.
It's King
What do
Grim!
you do, Mr. Goodman?
I'm the vice president of a goods export company. My job involves a lot of travel.
Did your wife approve of your lifestyle?
No, Sarah was never happy about it, especially after we moved to Boston. We lived in a small town in California, but with the promotion, I had to move to the headquarters.
Did your wife have any friends or acquaintances?
No, Sarah was very lonely.
Was she depressed?
Where are you going with this?
Please answer the question.
Yes, Sarah was on antidepressants, but she would have never done this to herself.
Mr. Goodman, let's go back to that last meeting with her. Was your wife upset that night?
Our anniversary was last Wednesday. She was sad I was going to spend another one away, so we had dinner at our favorite restaurant. But I had to leave from there, so we walked to the closest train station. I looked at my cell phone when I was leaving, and I told her it was our time. Inside joke. I handed her a note. The note said,
Oh,
Damn.
of course.
What would I need to reenact that time?
Okay. So we're gonna have to figure out their favorite restaurant, the nearest subway station, what their time was. Yeah. There's a puzzle involved here. So what do we do? Now can we ask John for a favor? Like to bring him in or something? John, who has been doing absolutely nothing this entire day. I found a niche in a wall. Like, that's impressive. I mean, I had to use the game's interface to do it, but come on. Hello. Help me.
McCoy?
Red?
Yes.
I found something really interesting.
Yeah?
Whoever did this left clues behind that are pointing to another old case.
Go on.
Well, here's the thing. This other case, it was a hanging too, but it was closed as a suicide. Apparently the husband insisted it was a murder.
What do you think?
I need to gather more info.
Keep me posted.
Okay. I guess maybe we should talk
I'm
to
going to
Sully.
go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
Guess we really do have to talk to him right now, don't we, Erica? Sorry.
Hey, Sully.
So, you change your mind about lunch?
No. I need to ask you something.
No.
What is it?
I found your name on a case and I need details. You remember anything about Sarah Goodman?
How can I forget? That was my first case, when McAdams was still in charge. I took the case with Davies.
Why did the FBI take the case?
That's a good question.
Because of the husband. He refused to believe it was a suicide. He had some important and powerful friends, and we got pulled into it.
Okay.
How did it go down?
The husband had left for a business trip. He was always abroad. When he came back this time, he found his wife hanging in their condo and immediately notified the police.
How did the case get handed off to the FBI?
The detective on the case immediately ruled it a suicide. The husband made some calls, and before you know it, Davies and I were driving to the scene.
So you were there at the crime scene?
Yeah, it was wicked awful. The woman had been dead for a while. Nothing like that for your first real case. Not that it was much of a case, or so Davies thought.
So the husband, this Robert Goodman, he was cleared of all charges?
He was abroad on a business trip. We checked, and his story cleared. He was very disturbed. Nobody's that good an actor.
Well...
Do you know where I can find him now?
As it happens, yeah. I saw him not long ago. He's on the streets.
He's a hobo
is.
now.
Yeah, here's the saddest part of the story. He never gave up on the case. He obsessed over it. Quit his job, spent all of his money, lost his home. And it drove him mad. I dealt with him a lot of times when he would come here to beg for us to reopen the case, saying he had new proof.
So that's who that was. I remember seeing him a few times, yeah. Did you ever look at this new evidence?
Briefly, he went on about the possibility of someone having done this to others, but Davies said we'd be wasting our time, and really, there was nothing concrete. As for where you can find him, he hangs out around Shafter Avenue in Dorchester. I'll send the exact location to your phone.
Okay, so if this had happened to other people and it was, I don't know, like if you're a serial killer and you want credit for your murders, you're not going to make it look like a suicide. Unless you're planning on getting caught. Then I guess you would want, I don't know. If we're assuming it's not the husband because he's a dude, then the serial killer would be a lady.
Who closed the case?
I don't know.
Davies? We did our due research. Interrogated Robert Goodman.
Interrogated.
But there was nothing pointing at murder. We talked to several family members who knew Goodman's wife. They had moved to the city recently from some suburb in California because of the husband's work.
Wait,
What
his
did the
family
relatives
members
say?
followed him to Boston too?
The victim was on antidepressants. They'd been living here for a little less than a year, and she wasn't coping well with the move. It all pointed to suicide. So, what's your interest?
I need to look at a couple of things before I can say. I may need your help on this.
Anything you need, Erica.
Thank you, Jared.
Aw, we're calling him Jared.
See you later, Sully.
Yeah.
We're done with that. We had a moment. It's over. I don't know. It just seems weird that both the husband and the killer, I guess, would feel the need to point at this case and say, no, this was not a suicide. So that's weird. But anyway, he gave us a location, didn't he? So we can just leave. I think I'll just talk to John one more time, make sure he has nothing else to say.
McCoy?
Red?
Nothing.
I'm going to go...
Okay.
Go get him, Red.
In that case, he gave us a location, so hopefully we should be able to find the guy. And, we'll do that next video. See you then.